Standing next to Valentin TEILLET, we got the qualifying MX2 race coming up. The weather conditions have changed a bit. It poured with rain, but you pulled out a second in the practice this morning. What's your expectations?
I was a bit surprised. I didn't expect to be second in the qualification practice. So for me, it's really good. This week I've been very sick, and on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so I didn't train so much. And yeah, the condition changed now. It's rain a lot, but we will see. I think it's going to be a nice race. I hope so for me.
It was a tough race in Lommel, quite physically tough. And then coming here, have you had chance to ride? Did you ride once during the week?
Yeah, I tried to ride on Wednesday, but I was sick and it was difficult for me, so I didn't ride so much. Only 5 laps. Yeah, now I feel better, so we will see. I think my physique is much better now.
Excellent. Well, best luck, Valentin. Good speech to you. So look out for number 37, Suzuki.
Fine practice. This is how they lined up. Jeffrey Hurling's fastest by 1.6 seconds over Valentin TEILLET. Then Nicolas Aubin. 5-second board turns. The girls move out of the way. The gate about to drop any moment now, and it does so. Look like Mattis Caro on the end, trying to slingshot his way around the outside as everybody bunches up. And it's not worked out too well for him as he gets Mike Crash just ahead of him, number 55. Wow, TEILLET almost out of the seat as he came up over the hill, but look how much water is on the track. It's a different racetrack to what they rode in earlier, but it's Tonus who has the lead as they come up over the finish line jump. So the bike at Cosworth Wild Wolf Yamaha, then it's and the mud just coming up off the back of the bike ahead of Harry Koulas, who's down in around about 16th, 17th position. Water in the ruts at the bottom of the hill. That tricky off-cambered right-hander. And then through this left as well, dropping downhill. That's where the bike is going to be wanting to push away to the outside as the riders drop down through here. So the bottom end of the circuit then here at Loket. Flags waving though, so Searle still there in, what, 4th position on that Pro Circuit CLS Monster Energy Kawasaki. Then uphill about 85 meters to the Casino Bomber tabletop. That links the two parts of the valley side here. And surprisingly, the track in most places probably quite grippy, because the ground, Tommy Searle, then it was Jeffrey Hurling's number 84 behind him, and Christophe Charlier, Jeremy Van Orbeek, Joe Roulants, and Jake Nichols down in 10th position at the end of that first lap, just ahead of Max Anstey, Mattis Caro's Honda, and Mike Crass on the Suzuki. Jose Boutron is 14th, then Harry Koulas, Jordi Tixier, Stefano Pizzuto, Adam David, Nick Aubin, and Ben Svoboda down in 20th position on the Scott KTM. Then we've got Giacomo Del Segato, Michael Lieb, Julian Lieber, Pascal Raukenecker, 24th position. Then we've got Peter Smitka, Vyacheslav Golovkin, Lurk Laria, Brit Retsep down in 28, as we look at our race leader being homed in by the number 37, Valentin TEILLET. Just looking further down, only Lupino and Petrov, the two higher profile riders, down at the back of the pack. But that's Gauthier Paulin there in 3rd position in that blue top, number 21. Just keeping it nice and short, and we've lost Roxon. So Roxon goes out. So Roxon loses the front end. Tommy Searle goes back into 4th position. Look, been here before. I've got friends who are here this weekend. Actually, they came out for the first time last year or the year before, and have actually come back here again. Such was the the enjoyment that they had here. Said it was a great facility, great to look from. Most of the spectators stand up here on the Casino Bomber tabletop. That way they can see both sides of the circuit. As Arnold Tonus there on the bike at Cosworth Wild Wolf Yamaha. Steve Dixon, the team manager, I'm not sure he's here this weekend, but he'll be watching at home on MX Live TV, I'm sure, as he prepares for the British Motocross Grand Prix at Matterley Basin in 2 weeks' time. Obviously a lot of work to get done there, so he'll be pleased that Arnold Tonus is number 1 rider now out here leading this qualifying race. Tonus, who sits 6th place in the championship, tied on points with his teammate Zach Osborne, not here of course, although we are expected to believe he's behind Tommy Searle, or Lowe would have lost a few points over the last couple of Grand Prix to the Brit. Gives him a little bit more breathing space, but Arnold Tonus not feeling the pressure at all, and looking like he's enjoying his time at the front of the field in this qualifier. They're 14th and 15th. But Valentin TEILLET, well, we heard him on the pre-grid. He's been sick all week, he said, since Lommel. and he wasn't expecting to put such a good time in. And here he is in second position, as he was in the pre-qualifying practice. And we're getting ready to go down to pit lane to grab a quick word with the team behind Valentin TEILLET. Hopefully Georgia Lindsay's down there, and maybe she's got somebody like Thomas Ramsbacher or something like that. But here we go, let's have a look.
Here in pit lane with Thomas. Thomas, this track's really demanding, but Valentin TEILLET, he surprised himself with the second in qualifying and running second right now. Do you think he's going to be able to hold up that step despite the fact he's got Roxen and Gauthier Paulin behind him?
This track is real special. Thanks to Suzuki and the people in Michelin, we have an advantage against the other ones here. And for sure, Valentin is French, and a track like this he loves.
What advantage do you have at this track?
I will say our bike works always good, but here it's special, but the tires are amazing on a track like this.
He's trying to find his form, and well, just things not working for the young American rider as he picks himself up off the deck. Difficult to see where that was on the circuit, but well, maybe down here at the bottom of the hill. We have yellow flags waving there. Couldn't see anything through there, so maybe just off to the left-hand side there, through that right-hander, maybe is where Lieb went. But Arnold Tonuso having an awesome ride here. That's TEILLET, the second rider at the top of the hill. Then we had the blue of Gauthier Paulin, still second and third. The yellow Suzuki there. Oh, gets caught behind a back marker. Bit of a moment there for the number 37, Valentin TEILLET. He had a nice breathing space over Gauthier Paulin. Now this will certainly put pressure on the young French kid, the former European MX2 champion from 2008. And Paulin and Roxen going at it. Sorry, the back marker, Mihai Kociu, just getting in the way of Ken Roxen, who's trying to keep these two riders in his sights. The 21 there of Gauthier Paulin in blue, and the 37, Valentin TEILLET. Another back marker, just getting in the way. That's the 300 of Vyacheslav Golovkin on the IST Tisco Racing KTM, and he takes a look around and sees Valentin TEILLET and almost comes across Gauthier Paulin. Very difficult in these conditions, though, to stay completely offline. As this MX2 qualifying race at the Casino Bomba Grand Prix of the Czech Republic draws to a close. We've got just under 2 laps remaining here. The 37 the yellow Suzuki. Oh, Valentin TEILLET, he needs a good qualifying race here. So too does Gauthier Paulin. And there's Roxen in the background coming out of that turn now. He's bringing with him Jeffrey Tommy Searle. Tommy Searle about 3 seconds down on Ken Roxen. In fact, he's closed that gap. Tommy Searle all over the back of Ken Roxen. That line again from Gauthier Paulin, getting good drive going up the hill. Back marker goes wide. Petrov, I think that is. So if that's the case, then well, Petrov still trying to find his feet here. He was moving up the leaderboard a moment ago, but down in 28th place. Obviously, he had a fall on the first lap or two. Nicely done there from Valentin TEILLET. Wheelies his way over that slight rise onto the plateau, just to take out some of the lift. Paulin looking menacing, though, through the Rubutizer Bridge and downhill to start their final lap. Arnold Tonuso over the line already. And Tonuso goes through. And he has a 3.9 second advantage over these two guys here, fighting over second position. The yellow Suzuki. Oh, Valentin TEILLET, riding number 37 on the Suzuki Europe MX2 machine. And then Gauthier Paulin there in blue, number 21, slides his way through that right-hander at the end of pit straight, speedway style. Conditions very similar, actually, to that of a speedway circuit. Nice and shaly, a little bit firm underneath, but Tonus already down the bottom of the hill coming out of this corner. Couple back markers here. Nervous times then for Valentin TEILLET. Goes around the outside of Jordan Booker, the number 114 on the HM Plant Red Bull KTM, who's got himself a few points over the last couple of Grand Prix. Gets past the second rider as well. There's Roczen in white. As he approaches Jordan Booker. Booker not able to move out of the way there. So at the moment then, with about a third of a lap to go, it looks like Arnold Tonus is going to bring his Bike Wild Wolf Cosworth Yamaha home. Has a 4-second advantage over the yellow Suzuki here at Valentin TEILLET at the moment. Gauthier Paulin, has he resigned himself to the fact that he's going to be third? Just coming out of the corner now is the KTM of Ken Roczen. Then we have a back marker, then the green Kawasaki of Tommy Searle. Back marker just moves to the right. Gives himself a clear path over. Oh, I thought there was, well, there's Arnold Tonus. He's our race leader. He's got one more corner to negotiate. And Arnold Tonus is going to take his first Love My Time pole position award of the season as he wins the MX2 qualifying race here. Valentin TEILLET hangs on for a great second position ahead of Gauthier over the line. But Paulin third, ahead of Roczen, the first time out of the top two for him this year. Then
Valentin TEILLET, congratulations for the second place. After the injury, that's the best prize that you may have. So do you think that you can make it also tomorrow?
I think so, because I was riding so easy. I don't know why. Sometimes you have this feeling on the bike. You feel so easy, you know. I think I could pass maybe Arno, but it was very difficult to pass, and the production in the goggle was terrible. So I finished second. It's amazing for me, you know, and I'm happy for Suzuki. They work so much for me, and it's also, yeah, I congratulations also them, because it's very nice. But I had the last 5 laps, I had a small problem with my front wheel. I don't know what happened, but anyway, I'm very happy, and I thank my mechanic a lot and my parents for sure.
So all the best for tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Bye.
good ride for Valentin TEILLET, who, before we arrived here, sits 19th in the championship. Didn't actually, well, he missed the Bulgarian round. He got injured there, but we never saw him again until Uddevalla. He's had a couple of 8th place qualifying positions, that one in Sweden and the other one at Latvia in Kegums. 13th last time out in Lommel in his qualifying race, so second overall for him in the qualifier this weekend. The best of the season so far. He'll be happy, so too will Thomas Ramsbacher and Jens Johansson and all the guys down there at Suzuki Europe MX2. As we get ready to go down for our third interview, that's going to be Gauthier Paulin on the Monster Energy Yamaha. He finished third in this qualifying race today. He looked quite happy as well as he went towards the winner's circle to get himself cleaned up. He's waiting to speak to Mariana, who's, well, she's going to be firing the questions at him. Here we go. Here's Gauthier Paulin.